Acting quickly in a life or death situation. That's exactly what happened during a boys basketball game at Marion Pleasant High School. A longtime referee experienced a heart-related medical emergency, and staff, parents, and others jumped into action. NBC4's Sierra Johnson sat down with not just the referee, but two of the people who stepped up in his time of need.
With this basketball season coming to an end, staff, family, and athletic trainers are reflecting on the season, specifically one game in November in the middle of the second quarter. It wasn't just a regular game, and what played out will forever change the lives of everyone involved.
We were very lucky that we have so many incredible people in our community.
Sitting in the gymnasium that is typically filled with athletes, pep bands, and cheerleaders sit two healthcare providers reflecting on one game that took place here in November.
It was loud, and then all of a sudden it was a timeout, and the ball was about to be inbounded, and we heard a loud thud. And we knew that someone went down.
That person was referee Andre Johnson, an official who's run these floors and floors across the state as a ref for more than 25 years. And on that night, everything came to a standstill. Cameras in the gymnasium were rolling as Johnson stood but later collapsed. In what followed, a flurry of activity. For those involved, it felt like time slowed. In actuality, the situation played out in mere minutes.
Fortunately for Pleasant, we have a lot of AEDs throughout the school, and the closest one was just right outside the gymnasium, so one of the parents from the stands ran and got it for us, so we were able to put the pads on and start everything right away.
Both athletic trainer Joe Thompson and Dr. Heather Columber were in the gymnasium. They worked in tandem with the school nurse and other parents to begin CPR and use the AED.
We're all professionals, and we know how to do it with all the fancy equipment in a hospital or in an ambulance, whatever your career may be, but for all of you out there listening, it's really just about following the AED.
I counted how many people were involved that night. There were 18 angels.
Referee Andre Johnson joined the pair via Zoom. It's clear the moment from being on the sidelines to losing a pulse to being revived has changed not just him, but everyone in that gymnasium that night.
You know, I'm an advocate for these AEDs in these school systems, any public buildings that we have people at, because the AED and people knowing the CPR and first aid is crucial.
While Johnson undergoes cardiac therapy in preparation for a potential return to refereeing, he is thankful that, in the moment, those involved stepped up to save his life.
You never know when it's your turn to probably use that training to save someone's life. And I just want to say, again, thank you to the 18 angels that evening that saved my life.
I think that you probably have no idea how much you've changed our life.
And staff here at the high school say Mr. Andre Johnson will forever be family. And the referee, Andre Johnson, he says he is looking to get back on the court, but really wants to emphasize the importance of not only knowing CPR, but also utilizing AEDs. We're local for you at Marion Pleasant High School. Sierra Johnson, NBC4.